welcome back. This is another dope episode of Shots of Honesty. I am one of your hosts. My name is IHateJulian.
I am at Starr Dawkins. And we have a special guest.
We
Julian's
do.
Not saying it fast enough. I'm so excited for her. Ooh, girl.
Go ahead. We do. We got a special guest in the building. One of my friends for a long time. How long?
Shit, 11, no, longer than that.
Okay.
13 years, probably.
We got Adela in the building.
Yes, at Divine Goddess.
Our spiritual life coach.
Definitely.
Right?
I'll take that.
So, Starr, I know she's very into signs and energy and stuff like that. So we said it on a couple episodes that we wanted like our first guest to be somebody that could give us a more in-depth like explanation, anything that just comes with more context to all the signs and everything that we see on social media. So I felt like, shoot, we got the perfect person, somebody that was one call away. So we got Adela in the building, right? But before we start the show, we got to take a shot. And
Adela is chickening out.
No, I'll take it.
Okay, I knew she was gonna fold under the pressure. She don't want to seem like a chicken.
I'll take it.
I'll call her bougie because she came. I don't know if this bougie or dope or it could be both, but she came to the podcast with her own bottle. She said she ain't want to come empty-handed. So y'all guess when y'all come, just keep that in mind.
Don't come empty-handed.
Don't come empty-handed. So today we are drinking limited edition Ciroc White Grape. This is the new flavor brought to us by the Compound Miami. That is our liquor sponsor each and every episode. So make sure, like I always say, make sure y'all check out Compound Miami. When you're in Miami, it's in the Wynwood area. But if you're online, their Instagram is Compound Miami. They always show us some love. What you need to talk?
Yeah, thanks.
Compound Miami always shows us some love. So y'all show them some love. Y'all ready to take this shot?
We're ready.
And Starr got Chaser again.
I got Chaser too, so Starr ain't alone.
What we taking a shot to?
We're gonna take a shot to a lot more clarity.
I like that.
Into a productive 2020.
I like that.
Let's do it. I really need Chaser.
Nah, that shit is super sweet.
Yeah, but I don't like the ending taste. Maybe, Diddy, don't feel offended.
Me personally, I don't like liquor with flavors. But for the sake of it being a limited edition, new flavor, we got to try it out. Mm-hmm. It ain't that bad, though. 35% alcohol. Starr called me on the phone today like, what percent alcohol level is it?
You guys, I'm not that chicken. Julian called me and I inquired while he was on the phone. It's not like I'm running from the alcohol. It's just that, a girl's got to know. You got to plan your night around how drunk you going to get, correct?
So hold on. So
shit, I don't know.
If it was 40% alcohol, then what would that mean for your night?
Would have to see when you bring in 40%.
All right.
So, yeah, white rum me.
So look, before we get into our topics and things we're going to discuss, it was something I wanted to say this. So I wanted to commend Starr because I feel like she did something real commendable that I feel like women, should look up to Starr. So remember the last episode when we recorded, you was kind of going through whatever your
tantrum.
With your dude. And I saw like you kind of did something out of spite, but like it was like a positive spite. So this is just me, so just tell me if I'm tripping. But Lincoln got booked to perform out of state. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, you couldn't go with him.
Oh no, I had other plans. But continue.
You made other plans.
But continue.
You made other plans, but to me, the plans that I saw you make, I feel like a lot of women, like, it was just dope. So from what I saw, so you could correct me if I'm wrong, you went to Atlanta for a day, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you went to Atlanta for a day, and from what it looked like to me, I don't know, maybe I didn't catch the whole thing, but from what it looked like to me, you had a very productive day.
Okay, so I just would like to say, I think any time that your partner is out working or you guys aren't spending time together, you should take some time to do something for yourself. And that could be go to the spa. That could be have a meeting. Julian's right. I did fly out to Atlanta and I met with another influential woman who I could learn from, and we chopped it up. And I came back to Florida. Then I flew out to LA that weekend also. But I just think, sometimes men can take things wrong. Men meaning like Julian. Like, they'll think that, okay, just because I'm like, oh yeah, well, if you're doing you, I'm going to do me. Men automatically thinks I'm going to do me means I'm doing what you're doing, which is being a hoe. Probably.
No, but look.
Then why does it have a bad connotation?
Okay,
question. Ladies, men. When a guy says, oh, I'm going to do me, and then you say, well, if you're doing you, I'm going to do me.
Yeah.
Why do y'all automatically think with the head turn? You know that head turn y'all be doing. What you mean you doing you? Like, I'm doing me. Something positive.
I would just say, like, based on the majority of just women, and from stories I've heard with my homeboys that deal with women, or things like of that nature, like in those scenarios, a typical woman, girl, whatever, young lady, I'm saying this is typical.
And that's where you started off wrong.
I know. That's why I'm commending you, because you're not the typical woman. So a typical woman, like, okay, he's gone, he's away for however many days, whatever.
I'm about to get on the yacht with Future.
Right. I'm about to go on the yacht. I'm about to go in the club. That's like a lot of women's like version of like time to themselves, doing them and stuff like that. It never really consists of something like productive that is going to help them in the long run.
I was going to say.
No, I'm saying.
No, but you know what I want to say too? I think women get a lot of heat for calling time to themselves, partying, or, not doing something productive. Because I think as a woman, sometimes you're so engulfed in your guy or family or kids that if I say I'm taking time to myself or I'm doing me, and that does include going to live, turning up, being on some nigga's yacht, I feel like that is time to myself. That's my mental health. I feel like sometimes women got to feel like they got it again. Like that Aisha Curry statement that everyone hated.
Yeah.
It feels good to get to dress up, go out, put on makeup, have
or dress down. Either or.
Dress down.
It don't gotta be dressed up.
Whatever
Cute.
you feel like is productive time to yourself that stimulates your mental health. I feel like as a woman you should do that, but I feel like you should also be open with your man about what you consider mental health. Because it's a lot of women that's like Julian,
It's a lot of women
they need physical touch as mental health. So you're not here, well, I'm going to go get a massage from a man to stimulate my needs for physical touch, because you can't massage me good.
I mean, that's understandable. But I'm just saying, just as far as just...
You real understanding, Julian. Is this a show?
I mean...
Julian understand everything. Oh, I understand if you want to go on dates with rich white men. Oh, I understand if you cheat on me. Oh, I understand.
Don't get me started on that shit. Okay?
I am Julian the understander.
I mean, I am. I'm very understanding. But I was just saying,
Perfect.
I was giving you your props because you turned it into something productive. So I was just saying, as a man,
yes,
like that is something spiteful that like
I get what you're saying.
It's something spiteful that when you come home and y'all link back up and you see what you did and like it's just something
so you
like
had to go to the club because I went to the club.
Yeah, instead of that, like you feel me? You didn't have to go to the club. And I don't know, maybe you went to the club and you ain't putting it on Instagram. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So I assume like, wow, she's feeling a way.
I assumed that's the key word.
But I assume right though.
It's because Julie and I have this thing going where he thinks he's the perfect boyfriend and I think I'm the perfect girlfriend. So he's giving me my props because last week he gave me a lot of heat for being a pettier type of girlfriend than he expected because I gave myself all this praise for being perfect. But now he sees even though I'm petty, I'm still perfect.
Like, I don't think there's no man in the world when they come back that was like, what the fuck? You went and advanced your business? You went and network?
How dare you do that?
So that's all I was saying.
And then it also gave it a perk because even though I know I said and did some things wrong, Lincoln's never been to Cali before. So I was like, so I'm going to go to Cali the next morning. I know you're supposed to fly back to Florida. Do you want to book a flight to Cali and meet me? I'll pay for the hotel.
And then y'all met up and had a great time.
Yeah, it was good. And then we got business done too. So it was great.
That's what's up.
And I think that's a good overall lesson in terms of sometimes you got to think of the end goal. If your goal is to be in a relationship with a person, why prolong pettiness? You get what I'm saying? Why not do things that's going to solve the problem, even if you're the one taking the L?
That's smart. Commendable, like I said. So I think
I was going to say, I'm going to switch over to Patron, so no offense to the story.
We're definitely taking a shot to that.
Period. We're taking shots to Julian and actually all three of us being the bigger persons.
Right.
In most cases.
Ladies, y'all take notes.
Period. I hope you're not throwing shots at somebody and not just co-sign. If you're out there.
No, I'm
an innocent bystander. I just got here. Shit.
No, like I said, I was speaking on a lot of people's experience. It's not just me.
Well, we gonna do better for 2020. That's what we.
As women and men.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna be drunk.
I want to talk about this meme Julian sent me. Is that okay?
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay. So. The meme says, as a boyfriend or girlfriend, you shouldn't be talking to nobody that liked you, had you, likes you, or used to like you. That's law, and some of y'all don't get it. Let's start with Julian. How do you feel about this?
I mean, the first word that comes to mind when I hear that meme is just immaturity. You made a face. So.
How do you feel about his statement?
Shit. I feel offended. I feel like.
Oh, so you wrote this meme?
No, I didn't write the meme, but I'm like shit.
But do you agree with the meme?
I do, because I feel like anybody that I ever dated, like, they don't know how to be just friends. So I don't want you being friends with anybody else, because then that just lets me know.
So you feel like if the person used to like them, liked them, dated them, fucked them,
especially fuck them,
they don't need to talk no more as friends.
I don't know. I ain't growing in that area yet.
So look, I could, like, when it comes to fucking and shit like that, like we talking sex, it's more understandable. But the person that wrote the meme, they put a lot of things that was like way lighter than fucking
sex.
You feel me? Okay. So like, just because you liked somebody or because.
But it said had you. It says liked you, had you. Likes you or used to like you.
So that's likes you. Present.
Had you is past tense, but in what way did a person have you? If you had a person, it's either it was your girlfriend or boyfriend or had you physically. It's like, it's one thing if a person likes you, but if a person has had you, whether mentally or physically, is that okay for you also, Julian?
I would say as long as while I'm with you, like no boundaries were crossed.
So, if in the past, it was an ex, then they became friends, then y'all got together, and she's like, yeah, that's one of my homeboys, and you're like, so nothing ever happened? And she was like, actually, we used to kind of talk. We had sex that one time, but it didn't click, and we just became friends after. I'm
this type of nigga. I'm like, if it's really your friend, just how I feel. If it's really your friend, then like, and you got a dude, or like, if it's really my friend and I got a girlfriend, then like, I would have no problem introducing my friend to my girlfriend. No, that's not. Why? That's not cutting it. Why not?
Tell you something.
I mean, not for me at this point.
For me, just because, and this is a life lesson, just because someone introduces you to their friend, don't mean you can't get fucked.
No,
okay?
I'm not. Okay? I'm not saying that means that everything is all peachy. I'm just saying that's me personally. If I was in that scenario, that's me taking steps towards like.
But what if the friend don't even live in the city? So what if it's like, let's say, okay, I went to college in Tally, and let's say I had a college friend that maybe used to like me, and maybe we slept together one time, but nothing came of it. We just still friends. And now I'm living in Fort Lauderdale. You know, if you had a girlfriend in that situation, would you be comfortable with that?
If she made me comfortable. It's all about.
No, but it's not up to her to make you comfortable. It's up to you to make yourself comfortable.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. So off rip, I'll be comfortable with it because I know how my shit works with people that I've dealt with in the past. So, like I was saying, as long as nothing to my attention, nothing crosses boundaries in my opinion, I'll be comfortable.
So you don't think the point of contact is crossing the boundary itself?
Just like.
Keeping in touch with somebody that fits this meme. Somebody that likes you, had you, used to like you.
No, I don't feel like, off general, that's not just crossing the boundaries, no. I feel like that meme, to be honest, that seems like a form of control. It seems like a form of insecurity. Mm-hmm. So like from that meme alone, I can tell that person, it was a girl that wrote it.
Don't matter.
Okay, well that person has insecurities that they're really just like vocalizing out loud, and then I also feel like insecurity in a relationship could be looked at as like emotional abuse. It could be a symptom of emotional.
My weave, y'all,
it could be.
Yeah.
Listen, insecurities could be a symptom of emotional abuse, or it could also be a form of emotional abuse. Reason why I say that is because if you're in a relationship with someone, just like you said, it's not their job to walk you step by step through your insecurities. I don't feel like that's your partner's job.
You're right. You're right. I can agree with that.
Like, insecurity is an internal issue.
But it also stems from something deeper. A lot of our insecurities in relationships stem from what we saw in our childhood or what we've experienced.
That's what I'm saying.
The person that you with did.
No, so that's
not even that, but it even comes from before that.
If it's the person that you're with that caused the insecurity, it's more understandable. It's not totally understandable, but it's more understandable. If you're coming into a relationship and you're just an insecure person by nature, now your insecurity could be used as a form of emotional abuse. And when I say abuse, it's like because now your partner, like, they have to prove everything to you. They have to think twice about what like that is not a natural. That's not a natural way to act just as a human being.
But would you naturally have that type of respect for your partner to not involve yourself in those type of predicaments because or not even that, but just because you don't want yourself to get caught up. It's very easy there's a very thin line between, friends and someone you used to deal with.
If you go close to the fire, you gonna sweat.
Okay, that's a new one. I ain't heard that one, so I like it.
Okay, so are you saying that?
Shit.
Are you saying that there's no way possible that someone could have a friendship with somebody from their past and it never cross the boundaries while they're with you? Are you saying that there's 0% chance that this person...
First of all, my nigga can't be talking about no friends, past friends.
I'm not friends with nobody that I used to deal with. And that's just me.
Nigga. Like, and the reason why I don't even feel like men and women can really be friends, especially when someone's in a relationship, is because it's not the same. Malik can call you at 10 and be like, yo, Drew, let's go to TGI and go get a drink real quick and chop it up. Can your female friend call you at that time and your girlfriend don't feel no way?
But to be
and
honest,
you go without her?
So, like, this is just the type of person I am. Even if I wasn't in a relationship, if I was super single, I didn't have that type of relationship with my female friends. Like, it was never like, yeah, I want to see you, or I want to chill, or let's go have a drink. It wasn't, it's not like that.
But you never know. Lines get crossed real quick. It happens.
I'm totally opposite. With all my guy friends, me and my guy friends was best. Like, I was the homie. Like, my guy friends, like, yo, Starr, we rolling. Let's go. Oh, damn. Like, I'm rushing late night, daylight. It doesn't even matter. I was really out with the homies all the time.
But were these dudes strictly platonic, all of them?
I've never had sex with any of them.
Okay.
However...
So did you cut them all off once you got into a relationship?
However, this is what I can say. However, in a few of the instances, the reason we became friends is because I friend zoned you.
Exactly.
And you realize that, I'm just a cool friend.
So initially they was trying to get at you.
Yeah. Okay. I'm an attractive girl, I would think. But overall, I just feel like, there was one guy in college, he never even tried to talk to me. I was his homeboy kind of girl. But we just was literally besties. Everyone thought we was fucking because... every other girl was fucking him. But I feel that if I was in a and I actually had this conversation with my boyfriend the other day, and I explained how me and his friendship was, and he was like, nah, you couldn't be friends with him if we're dating. This is the person I've slept in a bed with, and we did not cuddle, kiss, nothing. It was just like my homie. He just had a 1-bedroom at the time when I came to visit. And that was all. Well,
that's why I say for me, everything is just circumstantial. Like, I can't attack it on like a general scale. Like, you couldn't be friends with nobody. Because like, if you say that if you like how you're describing it to me, if I'm in a relationship and the person describes it to me, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt off
I'm
rip.
not.
I'm saying I just am because I feel like you being in a relationship with somebody, like until they show you that they don't deserve it, they deserve the benefit
Well, I
of
hope
the
to
doubt.
grow to that point eventually.
I don't
okay.
hope to grow to that point, period.
I don't know if I'm ever.
I don't wanna
being
be
a
over
Capricorn.
there.
Yeah, I
I
just
don't want to
can't.
be. I don't want to give nobody the benefit of the doubt. I want to let you know if you go close to the fire, you gon' motherfucking sweat, then get burned.
So you don't
No.
feel you don't
It's just
feel
a real
like
thin line, and I'm not
So-
willing to cross that shit.
No.
do y'all not feel like in a relationship, like in order to really like give someone your all and to be understanding and all of that, you have to be vulnerable at some point in the relationship. You have
I am vulnerable when I'm sucking dick. I'm losing my breath for your dick. Like, that is vulnerability. I might die, my nigga. That's the only vulnerability you're getting. You're not getting to have friends and go out with them and hang out
And
with
what
them.
does
and have
vulnerability have to
sleepovers.
do?
So
have
what
to
if
do with
what
being
if
friends
what
with
if this
somebody?
person what if it's not what if the friend, the female friend in this instance for the guy, what if it was not like a just them going out thing? What if like he wanted you to hang out with them too? Like
We can all be friends. Like, in my...
that's what I'm
Here's
saying.
the messed up part about me. Like, one of my guy friends... Okay, shout out to Eddie. He's balling out right now. Shout out to his girl, Allison. Once I knew Eddie since we were, like, in high school, and we've always been friends. He went away to college. He was doing his thing. I met his girlfriend when I visited him in college. And the moment I met her, I don't call Eddie's phone no more. I contact Allison. So it's kind of like, in a sense, Eddie kind of lost a friend, but he didn't lose a friend. It's like, I'm the friend you would call if, let's say, you was having a relationship issue, or let's say you wanted to go on a couples trip or for your wedding.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the friend that's like, oh, hey, Allison, but I'm contacting Eddie. No. I literally respect girls so much because here's the hard part, Julian. You told me you used to be friends with dykes and girls that, your girlfriend might not find as a threat.
Uh-huh.
But when you're friends with beautiful girls, it's even if your girlfriend's beautiful, they're going to think, if I would fuck this girl myself, why my man wouldn't do it? You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but I feel like
I guess guys are different because even my guy best friend, like,
I don't think guys is different
In a
because
sense.
I know a lot of guys they'll probably agree with me and probably
Okay, question. Do you feel like this? If you're platonic friends with this girl, right? And y'all been platonic friends for, let's say, 15 years.
Okay.
You have a girlfriend, you're trusted with this girl. You're not trying to do nothing, she's not trying to do nothing. And one day, she kisses you.
okay.
You're not finna be like, what the fuck you doing? Men don't do stuff like that.
But women do.
Oh, hell yeah.
yeah, women might be like, what the fuck?
I feel like a woman might be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Then think about it and then proceed to kiss again.
No,
Like, you
I
know,
think
that's how it happens in my playbook.
I think-
That's what you think.
No, I don't know, but men, for the most part, don't turn down pussy. Women it's like the saying that it's women's choice to have sex. It really is. Because if a woman says, yo, I'm busting it open, you're like, men is not, y'all don't get the same respect.
Malik laughing because, I mean, I've turned down a lot of pussy in my life.
But is it because you had a girl?
No.
Oh, exactly.
That's not
So-
why.
Wow.
I'm saying it's just
Okay.
not like
Shit.
All hail Julian.
it's deeper meanings to it, and we could get to that on the next episode. But
Can we take a shot for that? I ain't never heard. Like,
We can
I
take
don't
a
know.
shot
You just
for
said
that.
no.
I've
I was.
turning down pussy, but a lot of pussy. The only time my boyfriend has turned down pussy is like he have this thing he call his duppy, and if his duppy tell him like, yo, this bitch is,
Let me see your cup.
it's gonna be a problem. He don't fuck it, but for the most part, I don't know men to turn down anything.
Men don't
especially
turn
if it's
down-
with a friend. The girl is your friend. Y'all been friends. You're so close
The
to her.
bitches
She know
niggas
all your
fuck.
secrets.
Niggas don't turn down pussy.
She know all your secrets. And
I'm sorry that y'all dealt with those type of men.
I don't know. It just don't sound right to
I-
me. It
I
sounds
call-
like a lie. Let me make a phone call real quick. No, I'm kidding. All right.
We gonna
shots
go along
to-
with the lie, okay?
Shots to Julian turning
Yes.
down pussy from his close, beautiful friend.
No, I didn't say from my close, beautiful friend. I just said I turned down pussy. Don't add shit to my words now, so somebody could go fact check. You
Yes,
know what I mean?
I was
Like,
waiting for the comment like, I was his close, beautiful friend.
I'm just saying I've turned down pussy. Like bitches be throwing it to me like in DMs and shit like that, I ignore it. It's not tempting.
Jasmine.
But that's not what I mean by that, Julian. I meant,
Are you taking back the shot? Like,
No.
you just gave me a compliment.
No, but this is what I meant, and tell me if it still applies. I mean, like somebody you actually know.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, no, you're in a situation and they come on to you. You politely.
Like in a physical situation, like it
That's
was
what
right
I'm
there and I
saying.
turned it down.
That's what I mean. Men don't do that. Women get offensive and be like, "Dog, you trying me?"
Especially if you've known the person for a long time. It's like, I feel like niggas ain't.
So I could be honest and say
Side-eyeing
that,
that shit.
it's not been that specific scenario, but like I could tell there's been times that I've seen signs like this person is trying to get to this level, and I will just I will not even get to that place where that is an opportunity, because then I will give you that, and that opportunity, then it will be a lot harder.
That's what I'm overall saying, that when you're, as I said, if you put yourself in fire, you're gonna sweat. That's what me and her have been talking about. When you're friends with somebody, you hang around them or whatever the case may be.
Let's say y'all drunk, you partying.
You go out, whatever. It could easily be that situation.
Especially because you've already had that contact, that kind of chemistry, whatever, that vibe. It's like, it's a very thin line.
I mean, I feel y'all. I'm not gonna.
Julian is
No,
still on his freedom.
nah,
freedom
it's
ring.
just not.
When you date Julian, you are free.
No, trust me.
All right.
Don't put out a false narrative. I'm not saying you're free. I'm just saying that meme was a little over the top.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna say I agree with the
you
meme
agree
because
with it.
I ain't reached that point yet. I done grown a lot, but I ain't get there yet.
There's a lot of women and there's probably a lot of men that feel like that. I just feel like that meme is over the top. And I feel like if your relationship gets to that point or starts at that point, then maybe the person that's saying these things isn't really ready for a relationship.
But not even that. Maybe y'all need to make sure y'all on the same page, because they could be on the same page and just feel the same way y'all do. Because I feel like women, just in a sense, are more territorial too.
I don't know about more territorial, but I feel what you're saying. But
Like-
I just want to repeat, insecurity is a form of emotional abuse. Just
Okay,
know
well,
that. People use insecurity to their advantage. Like if you paint yourself as the insecure
So let's
person
just-
in the relationship, listen to me. If you paint yourself as the insecure person in a relationship, you now have the upper hand. You have the leverage because you are insecure, whether it be from your current situation or from a past situation, because you have trust issues, because you what you
We're
laughing
not doing
at?
trust issues.
No, I'm
more.
just saying.
I'm just saying we.
Because you have these things, now you have the upper hand and the leverage, so you can use it to your advantage whenever.
What upper hand do you have?
I'm just
It's
saying,
the
this
shitty
person-
hand.
Exactly. Who wants
How?
to seem
You-
insecure?
now you have-
Do
you
you
have
want
a-
to seem insecure?
You have
Okay,
right.
so
you
we
have
not even bring that up.
You have a partner. You have a partner that has to literally walk on eggshells, just to abide by.
Is walking
You know, on
eggshells.
eggshells. Let's talk about this.
Just to
Your egos. Oh,
just to abide by your insecure. And like I'm saying, there's been situations where I'm insecure too, and like now I'm just generalizing this whole thing. I'm not saying women use it to their advantage. Men use it to their advantage too. I've used it to my advantage in the past, but I'm saying it is a form of emotional abuse if used the wrong way. You cannot expect the person that you're with. You cannot expect the person that you're with to get you over your insecurities. Only you can do that.
And that's true.
Only you can do that.
Hell nah. A Chanel bag can.
Yeah.
No, okay, seriously. So I had this talk, and I forgot to send you the video. You're going to love it. Lincoln, my boyfriend, his mom, and I were talking. And it's like the question was, who is supposed to, can a man earn back the trust in a relationship, or can anyone earn back the trust? And I said, yeah, I feel like it's your responsibility to earn back the trust. And she was like,
Meaning your responsibility, if you lost the trust, it's your
Yeah.
responsibility to earn it
But
back.
did those trust issues exist
No,
before?
no.
Most trust issues.
no, but she's saying in the event that you believed in this guy to be a
You was
great
completely
guy,
vulnerable to this
Yeah.
person.
and he did some shit, and you're like, whoa. She feels like you're supposed to think of that person and say, what's his character? People step out of character all the time. So let's say you're naturally a nice person, and one day I'm like, hey girl, and you're like, bitch, fuck you, and walk away. And it's because you just got some type of news. I should not hold that against you for so long as you're this bitchy, mean person because you stepped out of character. I should be able to forgive without holding on to that and saying, oh, well, you need to earn your spot back in my life as a good friend because you just cursed me out for no reason. Because overall, you're usually like, hey, girl, I love you.
So now
I would agree, and then I would disagree for the simple fact is, what if that person showed you that then they have a hard time communicating? That's who they are when they're under pressure. You know what I'm saying? So let's just say that's the only time. Yeah.
That's what she's saying. She's saying your overall character. Who is your man or woman as their overall character? If your man is a cheater, you know what a cheater is. If your man slipped up, you know what a slip up is.
So let's say this. Aside from, and I'm not even speaking, aside from your situation, just in general, are we seeing the people for who they really are?
Right.
Because a lot of the times we see people for who we want them to be.
Facts.
Okay, and that's why, I've been really big on that quote. Oprah had a podcast where she was talking about the best relationship advice that Maya Angelou told her. When a person shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Mm-hmm. Because so many of us believe in potential when it comes to partners or whatever. And it's like, we're not really seeing people for who they really are.
First of all, I don't even believe we could see people for who they are because guess what? People change every day.
But not even that. We see sometimes because we notice some things and we just are like, you know what? I can see. We might notice, okay, I don't agree with Julian on this part, but I can see that he has some good, but you know what? That's his standpoint. And that viewpoint might come back to bite me in the ass later on.
Right.
So, realistically.
But I think that overall where she was trying to get to is I told her that back in the day when my boo used to cheat on me, I felt like he should cushion me. Like in college, I would go bananas on my boyfriend and I felt like you needed to do something to cushion me. And I feel like you should give your partner that cushion. And I do feel like you should be earning back the trust. However, what she was bringing to the light is that it's not about your partner earning that trust. It's about when you choose to give it to them. No matter how much a person can do, they can't really do anything until you decide. But what I was saying is I can decide based on what you do after. Like, let's say if you lie to me or something. And then after you lied to me, you say, all right, well, I'm going to start keeping the location on. Let's say it's that. That's extreme, but I'm going to start keeping the location on.
It's extreme, but trust me, I know some niggas that their girl got
some toxic ass shit.
I don't think it's toxic.
Look, I know some niggas out there that
because I deal with so many clients every fucking day who
why
really
is that toxic though?
That's
because
toxic.
I feel like that's that insecurity because
that's like you have a GPS system on
why are
me.
you with that person if you can't trust
that's what I was about to say. That meme tells me that whoever that person was referring to, I don't feel like they should be in a relationship with that person if they make them feel that way.
So even like when you were talking about your situation, like in college, you know what I'm saying? Like, so let's just say, and I'm not even speaking, like just a situation in general. If you know this person's a cheater, X, Y, and Z, why are we with them? Why are we settling for that?
And it goes back to what you were saying.
Okay, but that's
the
not
potential. It goes to the potential part. You want them to be
because that you want them to be something that.
But guess what? It's not because I wanted him to not be a cheater. I know he's gonna be a cheater, but this is how I am. Listen. This why I say this. Why it's because I'm a Scorpio. It's because of this. I know you're a cheater. I know you're not going to change. But if you going to cheat, I'm going to act up. And now you're going to have to cushion.
Okay, and then we're going to talk about how you viewed relationships coming up. And it's a deeper understanding of that.
But here's the problem. I think one of my biggest problems is I didn't have a view of relationships.
Exactly, which is what most people, and which is why they enter into toxic-ass fucking situations. I've been telling you, I deal with this all the time with my clients. The root of our issues is what we saw, the lack of what we saw, what we experienced. And so that is a norm to you. We have, as a society, especially as our generation, dysfunction has become a norm because that's what we saw from our parents. That's what we saw, whether we had a physically present parent and they were emotionally absent. We are essentially, filling voids in our partners. And we're expecting them to make up for that. And that's where...
You're speaking to me right now.
Listen, because I didn't even do the reading yet, boo. Okay, that's what just... So let's just deal, because I do this... This is the topic, especially of our generation right now, how we've been settling because of the toxicity that we've experienced just growing up. And I can say right now, I had a physically present father. He was emotionally absent. So I've settled plenty of times with men in my life for bits and pieces of them, and I didn't even realize until I was 27, 28, damn. Because at 25, I was living that same fucking life. I was like, all right, well, I'm going to act up too. And it wasn't until I was like, this ain't working no more.
But I think that with me, it's not just about relationships. I think it has a lot to do with my personality. Like even as a best friend or a friend, my friends' locations are on.
That's okay.
No, but why is it okay for my friends and not my partner? I care about.
Well, so what? Think about the reason that you have it on.
That's what I was gonna say. I think that certain things are automatically connected to insecurities, but me, why my location is on is not because I'm gonna track you, see where you are. It's not really none of that. It's like, for instance...
But subconsciously, it makes you feel secure.
Exactly.
It doesn't. It really doesn't.
And I can get what you're saying, because I feel like maybe with your friends, maybe it's for security or safety.
I just literally feel like if anything should pop off, if let's say you lost your phone, right? Hypothetically speaking, you lost your phone. I'm like, it's over there. I just feel secure.
But I send, and we'll send our locations. I send my location to my friends when I'm going somewhere.
My location is permanently on for all my close friends. For my mother.
It's not on for me.
Shit. Shit. Yes. You might need to turn that on, right?
Well, I'm a level 1 friend. I just found that out live on the podcast.
Take a shot.
It's all good. Nah, keep going.
But I just honestly feel like that is honestly I think my personality might be toxic. Overbearing.
And you know what? But then that's also possible. It's fixable. Because of course, it's all about being aware of that. And so now being aware of it, then how do we change that? Do we take the location off, or being mindful of why we have the location on with certain people? So
I have a situation. You say that it's not for those type of reasons, but have you ever been in a situation where you question something like about his whereabouts or about something that would refer to like
you need to check the location,
stepping out on the relationship in whatever way, and then you just check the location because you had that cushion? Never?
I've never done. So what's happened is, I remember I turned on my location indefinitely for him, and I didn't ask him to do the same, but it's because of my security. You know what? I like when people know where I'm at.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Just to be safe. Then I realized it wasn't on for him, and one day I just turned it on myself. And I guess he never realized that it was on. And then one morning I woke up and I went to we're texting, and I seen that it said he stopped sharing location. So I said, hey, why you stop sharing? He was like, wow, you should be ashamed of yourself. You're the one that turned it on, and then you're going to ask me why I turned it off? Like, you didn't even ask me if you could turn it on. And I'm like, I didn't see the big deal. I honestly didn't. Even with one of my best friends, it's like one time I was doing something on her phone, and let's say I was sending myself a message, and I turned on her location for me, and I turned it on for myself. I don't see it as like, oh my God, I'm being so toxic, I'm being so possessive.
I wouldn't even say that. I would just say it's a deeper reason as to that, especially with...
I've been lost before,
Okay, so maybe that's...
I literally feel I feel nervous. I feel like anything can happen to anyone.
Maybe that's the trauma that comes, and that's what stems, that's the root of why you need that security.
It has with cheating stuff or feeling like something threatened, my detective turning on location is nothing to do with my detective work. My intuition tells me more than a location. My stomach gonna start hurting if you lying. I don't need your location about that. What I'm gonna do? Pull up to the girl house? I'm not doing that. Stuff. No. Mm-hmm. My boyfriend has lied to me before, and I would know exactly where he is, but not because the location was on.
But you already knew. You was feeling it,
and I'm still not pulling up. I'm just gonna say you
lying.
Right,
well, I'm gonna take a shot to that.
You lying. Good night.
One thing I got from this small convo we just had is I'm gonna start sharing my location with my mom.
You might need to. I don't know. My dad has my location on Life 360.
I'm in a situation right now. Starr keep again. So,
well, I think this.
I'm ready. I want to do the reading.
Yeah, let's do the reading.
Hold on. So, so Adela, I ain't gonna tell you, I'm not really I'm not a disbeliever in signs and all zodiacs, everything like that. But I wouldn't say I'm a believer. But there's been times where I looked it up just to see, but then it's not something that I live by. But I know Starr, she's a big believer.
Yeah, we were talking about her intuition.
And so I just want to let you know, on the way here, it started storming, raining, and that's when I was like, oh, this shit real. Cause
Here you go.
no, dead ass. When I'm like, it started storming, raining just when I pulled up here though. That's it.
And you want to know something? Life is so big on perspective because it started storming, raining when I left here.
I was gonna say, and right when you left, it was pouring.
So and it didn't come off like a sign to me. But if I was pulling up when it started storming, raining, I'm like, oh my God, this is a sign.
Nah, literally, I was in the car waiting to get out, and I'm like, wow, she about to tell me some crazy shit. Like when we on the show, I already know it because like we never had a
Take shot
podcast.
before
In
this. I feel.
y'all trying to kill me.
Conspiracy speaking.
I feel real. I feel real nice. I feel like this gonna be very interesting.
So before we start, you want to tell us how you got into this whole spiritual advising?
Shit. I feel like I've always been intuitive as a kid, as a life path 9, you know. My intuition has been really strong just from a young age. And I feel like just in general, as a collective, we're growing and opening up to more things spiritually. So that allowed me to open up. And it was just like a calling. I've always done that with my students when I was teaching. And then it just felt like this was the right time. And I was always being that life coach and, you know, giving that advice that people needed based on situations that I had experienced. As a life path 9, it was like I had experienced very challenging, like you pick these challenging ass things to go through so that you can help other people based on things like all of this turmoil that you've experienced. So it just felt like the right time. It felt like I needed to step into it and just go full force with it. And I'm grateful for everybody following me and really fucking with the kids.
And so you do this online, like via social media, but you also like meet up with
Oh yeah, so I do in person. I'm actually going to be in Atlanta in a couple weeks doing in-person readings, but a lot of my readings are, you know, via FaceTime or Instagram. I recently just made it to like 20,000 followers, so just being able to do it, you know, stay consistent and do it weekly. Like I do the signs and stuff. I'm not an astrologer, but I know like, you know, basic things, especially about your sun, moon, rising, things like that. So that's how I classify it for the collective. But just being a messenger and being able to provide people with, I guess, messages that are for their highest good. Because especially in a time where we really need to be doing the deeper work and healing, like I said, a lot of our issues and our patterns come from things that we've experienced and things that we haven't really wanted to address up until now.
Mm-hmm. That's dope. That's deep. Just a random question. Do any of y'all watch Euphoria?
I have heard about
The
it.
drug show?
Yeah.
I've been wanting to watch it. I need to binge watch it.
I started it. I didn't want to.
I heard it was really good.
Listen, it just...
That come on, what?
HBO, I think.
I could get your password?
Yeah, you could. I'm going to give it to you
Okay,
because...
you just moved up a level in the friendship.
I might get the location. All right.
Oh, shit.
I was going to say start sharing the location now so we can feel special.
But no, the reason I asked is because that show, that's my favorite series. Like Power's trash now to me. So Euphoria is my favorite series. And it's only been one season. But the reason why is that it made me realize what you keep saying is like the whole show is about what happened to these
kids.
Well, they're teenagers. So what happened to these teenagers like in their youth
earlier,
growing up is really like the effect, and it is literally every kid. And if it's a different traumatic experience with every kid, and it just affects how they think, how they talk, how they react to things, and it's just like to see that from the outside looking in. Like for me, this is like the first ever like series or show that I've seen that's like to see it, and every episode just makes me question myself. Like I would go to Malik like, Leak, did you see this episode? Like, bruh, is this why I'm like this? Like,
no, but see, have you, like, you've probably heard of 13 Reasons Why, but the third season is definitely really big on childhood trauma. It really, you know, digs deep on the things that we experience and just generationally, you know, from our parents that then affects us as the type of people we are, the type of people we choose as partners.
I got to tune into that now.
The third season is definitely
13 Reasons Why is so slow for me.
No, the third season is
just jump to season 3.
You might need to watch. It gets faster as you get into it, because if you go into it with a mindset of like, all right, I'm gonna look at this like this is actually happening in our, you know, reality. For me, it was just kind of eye-opening. Even the first 2 seasons about how even a lot of parents aren't aware of the signs and things that people go through about, like, just on an everyday.
So I gotta watch that, and you gotta watch Euphoria.
Oh, I'm gonna watch Euphoria.
The way you're explaining it, it sounds so much similar to Euphoria.
You have to watch the
but
third season. But
Euphoria is super explicit and
third
very,
season
like,
of that is like, it goes all into why, like,
okay.
You have to watch it. Because that's really what I do a lot of my work, and a lot of my clients, I feel like, were sent to me to really do a lot of inner child healing work. Because we have to really heal that inner child within us that maybe missed out on that love that we're seeking then from a partner, or expecting a partner to fill that void within us. And a lot of us weren't even willing to really realize it. Because like I said, I had physically present parents, but then when my mom got sick, my dad, was working all the time, but he wasn't able to be there emotionally. It was like, you suffer a lot of trauma and you don't even realize it until you start to kind of self-reflect and look at the partners that you've chosen up until this point. So that's really important. And I feel like, just as we're becoming older and kind of going into parenting and all that, and realizing how we were parented, and kind of seeing how our parents just parented us based off of what they knew. And that's also a tough fucking thing.
I feel you. So, all right, so.
Shit, is there another shot?
Nah, not yet.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say.
We gonna take shots at this, but you said you're gonna read to us, or what exactly are you reading?
So I'm gonna do a quick October energy reading, just based off of your energy. I'll pull 2 cards for the general energy for the month of October, 1 to 2 cards for relationships or love, depending on what comes out. Okay, and 1 to 2 cards for listen.
But listen, hold on.
Listen, because Spirit's gonna speak, and you need to hear some of these messages, okay?
Look. I ain't gonna lie, she scared me. She said, "Are you sure you want me to do this?" Like, I'm like, "Yeah,
okay?
what's gonna happen? Like, what you gonna say?" But nah, I'm cool with that. I know Star's cool with that. But since it's shots of honesty and we got 2 ladies, I think ladies should be first. I think you should pull.
I was ready to do you first.
No. You should pull all Star's cards first.
Honey, I'm ready, child.
Okay, shit. So.
Oh yeah, and then. I had to find out like my birth time and all that stuff. But
and we're gonna do that
later.
and find out your moon sign and your rising sign later on. That's definitely, your sun sign. A lot of people base astrology off of their basic sun sign, and I feel like that's
me. I even got my sign tag.
Yeah, you are definitely. You give me Leo vibes, but I feel like I need to know what your moon sign is to know how you connect emotionally.
I need to know about my
I need to know it too. We're going to look that shit up. I'm going to ask Jasmine to do it over there. Okay, so, I'm an intuitive reader, so I don't go off the meaning of the cards. Basically, I always ask for, to remove my ego, so I'm not, basing any of my feelings onto you. And I also ask to, remove your ego so that you can be able to, receive the messages, not necessarily what you want to hear, but what you need to hear, for your highest and greatest good. Yep. So I do these, I offer these, but also like just the readings that I do for the signs, really right now as a collective, we're going back to, kind of reflecting on the messages that we've received since the eclipses in the summertime. So that's been definitely, because we've been trying to bypass it as a collective. Each sign has been trying to get to the next lesson and not really work on some shit that they need to work on. Okay? So let's see. I'm gonna pull all the cards first.
If lightning strike right now, I'm gonna.
No, it's
He's so crazy. You watch too much goddamn movies.
It's October too. That's another thing. This October 1st.
I don't know why I'm not spooked out. I don't know. I
believe in Halloween.
I don't know. I've never really done this part before. I'm big in the sun signs and the moon signs, but
no, this is just like I just use the signs to address the collective.
Girl, I'm here.
I'm gonna delete this for this, but this is for.
I'm here for it all. Julian looks so nervous.
Yeah, you got shades on, so.
I have shades on because I need my makeup, y'all. That's why.
Her shades are super fly, by the way.
Thank you, baby.
Yeah, these cars look scary.
No.
Please.
I'm just giving the audio listeners like I'm scared.
I'll pull the advice cards afterwards. So definitely I feel like October is a month where you're gonna have to really address the like I said, as a collective, we're really addressing the dysfunction that we've experienced and we've made a norm, especially for Scorpios, because I know your sun sign is a Scorpio. Just realizing where it has led us and it has brought us this far, but it's not working for us. It's no longer going to work for us, as we enter a new decade in 2020. Mm-hmm. Also, what you really need to focus on is how a lot of your relationships, maybe you need to address and kind of look deeper into maybe friendships, and just look in patterns in relationships in your past, not even necessarily the relationship you're currently in, but address how they might have been imbalanced, and where you might have been giving more, or somebody else was giving more. That's very easy. And all right, so
you can say anything.
I know. So and this isn't even a bad, because even for your relationships, it's really about using your intuition to guide you with your relationships. And I don't even think it's just love in general, but allowing your intuition to guide you. Trust your intuition. If it doesn't feel right, it's not right, okay? Don't second guess it. Trust how your body's feeling. A potential challenge for you is going to be about you really just kind of finding a peace of mind in October, allowing truths to come out. Like I said, maybe about some friendships that might not have been equal give and take. Maybe you're giving more energy than they're giving. And it's really at the age that you're at too, it's really time to address the certain friends that you have around you. Are they adding value to your life? Are they draining you? Are you giving more of your energy to them than you need to? That's where you need to really tap in. And I feel like, we had that full moon in Pisces and the new moon in Libra. We have that full moon in Aries coming up. I feel like by the full moon, there's going to be a lot of releasing of these relationships, not even just,
I know.
But it's I feel like even just with business partnerships, you're a businesswoman. You need to use your intuition to guide you in your businesses. That's going to be key to your success, because like you said, you have a very strong intuition. So it doesn't surprise me that the moon card came out. Mm-hmm. All right. Allowing yourself to tap into your emotions as well, being vulnerable. All right. I feel like, in a sense, you need to open up a little bit more, maybe to your partner, express how you feel. And a lot of the times it's like, because we're not comfortable with that, we weren't taught that, it's something that we need to learn. And in a healthy manner, because you don't want to do it out of, being impulsive or something that's going to come off ineffective. So you want to be able to communicate your emotions to just the people around you. If you're not happy with something, you need to express that, because like you said, you're a Scorpio, you have a very strong intuition. There's many times where you doubt it because you're scared of it. You need to open it up. There's, a lot of messages that are coming through for you. Okay, you need to, pay attention to the signs that maybe you need to spend time outside at night, or spend 30 minutes outside in the daytime. But there's a lot of truths that are coming in, and you need to trust the truths that you're getting. Don't second guess it. Okay? So that's really about it. But I would say that the thing that you really need to deal with the most is where you've settled for those relationships that were not equal. And especially because we are in Libra season right now, it's about balancing the scales. Making sure that the energy that you give is reciprocated, and not giving that energy because you're expecting it to be reciprocated, but knowing when you are not honoring yourself and you're giving too much, and you need to move to calmer waters, because moving forward in 2020, you're going to say no to the dysfunction that you've experienced or witnessed, or maybe the lack thereof, like we were speaking of. You're going to want something different. You're going to want a calmer route, because what has worked for you in the past is no longer going to work for you moving forward. Okay? So I feel like it's very, productive and everything, just being able to trust your intuition in every aspect of your life to guide you. Don't doubt it, because the more you trust your intuition, even though you're scared of it, your higher self will never steer you wrong. That's one thing you have to remember. Okay? So all right, did I... Okay, that wasn't okay.
I'm nervous.
I don't know.
I love one. You told us
It was your intuition. So your intuition.
I don't feel like that's good enough.
Okay, well listen, we can go.
Pull the card.
All right. Well, listen. All right. So let's clarify.
But I feel like that resonated really well. I am going through some things in terms of intuition and not necessarily romantic relationships, but.
All right. So. Okay. Your relation. Okay. So you need to use your intuition, because what you need to be focused on right now is your finances. You might be putting too much energy into your relationship. Mm-hmm. Okay. You might be investing too much of yourself into your relationship. And it might come time to where you feel like you need to end it because it's not healthy. I'm not going to lie to you. And you might be putting it off because it's going to hurt. Mm-hmm. And just like any ending hurts, we try to put it off, we try to prolong it, but we're not realizing that we're delaying our blessings in a sense. We're never denying them, because what's for us is for us, but we are delaying it. And because you have not trusted your intuition, you know, you've been trying to prolong that. But what you really need to be focused on is self, okay, bettering yourself, and really focused on your money. You know, how you bring forth that and being the best version of yourself so that you can heal yourself and be that, you know, if you do choose to have kids later on in life, so that you can, you know, heal those things that you've experienced later on in life. I said later on, boo, okay?
Never!
Okay, well, shit. So, you know what I'm saying? But just in general, being able to balance your home life and then also your work life. You know, some women have a problem with that. They either put too much energy into their work life and not enough energy into their home life. You need to find that equal balance.
Yeah, I'm more like.
So maybe because we're
in my bag.
Okay, so be in your bag, but also focus on you, because we don't have those kids. We don't have that home life. Yeah, we need to focus on being the best possible version. If that means, you know, dedicating more time, you know, for yourself, not putting so much energy maybe into your partner that you've been doing, or, you know, allowing your partner to dictate your emotions. That's what you need to work on. Putting all that energy into your brand, your bag, what you're doing, what you're passionate about, but then also building yourself up at the same time.
Right.
Okay? So that's really what it is. And I feel like you might, throughout the month, you're going to get something. Trust your intuition. Okay. Now, however you move with that is however you move with that. Everybody has free will, like I say.
I feel it.
Okay, so then you do what you do, boo. Okay? Okay.
I love the messages.
All right, so I appreciate it. All right. So I am gonna pull some advice cards for you before we move on to Julian, so you can get you might want to take another shot.
Yeah, I might.
Okay.
Julian is so nervous about this.
Ooh, shit. We're gonna go with these.
I am.
I think I would say this overall, and she can tell you too. Everything, even though what she's saying has truth to it, remember, you can change your.
You have free will. Ain't nobody's telling you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no,
this
but
is that.
Outside of telling you, it's like people, let's say she could say, oh, there's some toxicity going on. You have the power to change everything.
Now you have the key. You have the clue.
You have freaking key. So just like if she says right now, okay, it seems like you'll never have love in your life. You have the power to change that. Mm-hmm.
What
I think a lot of people don't understand that about readings and about whatever. They think whatever the person tells them, it's like, oh my God, I gotta leave my man. Oh my God, I gotta break up with my friends. Oh my God, I gotta whatever. You have the power to alter things in your life.
Exactly.
So don't be worried. Relax.
I mean, I'm
okay.
drunk.
Well,
too.
listen, okay, and I am too. So listen, really, I feel like October is going to be a change of tracks for you, because we have entered into the fall season and you are preparing for the new decade. You might need to change tracks a little bit. Maybe that's regarding a relationship, but you need to make a plan, and you also need to, Miss Scorpio, admit your vulnerabilities. A lot of people don't like to be vulnerable because they view vulnerability as a weakness. It's not a weakness. There's a strength to it. There's a power to it. Being able to own who you are and then love who you are. You know, your vulnerabilities are not a weakness. When you learn to embrace them and use them to your advantage, then you're able to really kind of excel in a different sense, because there's so many people who then kind of write off their vulnerabilities and just kind of put them to the wayside.
Right. Oh.
Okay.
Shade.
We're going to deal with that later.
Oh, okay.
So this is definitely, you need to really create a plan, but I don't want you to think too much into the future. You need to really deal with the present.
Oh, this is my advice card.
These are the advice cards, okay? Be open to a change of tracks, even if it's something that you weren't expecting, okay?
Amen.
October could be something that, you know, is definitely a big change for you, but being able to make a plan from that and kind of move forward and be open and be flexible, because life is always changing. You're always growing. Shit, I used to say at 25, I hoped I was going to be married. Thank God I'm not married at 20. I wasn't married at 25, because the motherfuckers I would have married at 25. Okay?
Right.
So at 27, 28, you going to see it's the caliber of people that you're going to bring into your life. Be willing to change tracks. Be willing to, life can change at the drop of a dime.
Amen. The
And
only thing constant in life
is change. So being open to that is the key, you know, and really just trusting yourself to know that your vulnerabilities are not a weakness. Being able to be vulnerable with other people, letting them know when maybe you've taken on too much at work or you can't do this. You know what? I need a day to rest and really take care of me. Being able to admit that is important. Being able to communicate is important. And then making a plan, but not putting too much emphasis on the future, because so many times we put so much emphasis on the future, though, we forget to live in the present. Mm-hmm. And that's really big. And then right now, especially for you, you're supposed to be soaking up all these lessons right now. You're supposed to be enjoying everything that you're enjoying right now. Mm-hmm. Okay? So put more of that energy into you and your business, your brand, growing it. Don't allow anybody to take you out your element.
Amen.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So shit, I need to take another shot before we get there.
Go ahead.
But you need to take another shot. I feel like you need to take another.
I think Starr needs to take another shot.
I mean, she was good. She was receptive and everything. Listen.
Have you read people who's like, no?
I'm just waiting for the thunder.
Have you read people that's like, no before?
Yes, and then admitted a month later, 2 months later that.
That's another thing, because you tell it, you reading for the month of October.
I do a lot of different readings though. This is just one of my, my readings that I offer. So, but this is one of them. Shit.
What she did?
Nothing. Damn. Worry about your reading.
Okay.
Worry about what's next for you in life in October.
But yeah, so.
Look, all I know is.
I hope Julian finds some love, because Lord Jesus, he be looking like a lost puppy.
What's going on?
I just want to dress up for Halloween.
What's going on?
I just want to do shit like that.
No, we need to. Okay. So, because I'm really big on.
Lee, hold it down.
Okay, I need to take another shot because at this moment.
Get your shot, girl.
Because listen, Julian.
It's like she feel the energy of the car.
I'm just saying.
No, she just know me as a person.
But not even that. I don't know what you're going through right now, but I just feel the energy, okay? Yeah. I don't need you to be resistant, okay? Have you been in therapy? I'm just saying, I go to therapy. I love my fucking therapist, okay?
I haven't, but...
Shout out to my therapist. I go every 2 weeks.
That's great.
Okay, so yeah, I feel like everybody should go to therapy.
I think everyone should go to therapy too.
Everybody should fucking go to therapy. People come to me all the time for their like life coaching session. Like they do that. They do readings and they follow up every couple weeks with a coaching session. And we talk about all these things. I give them homework, all that. I'm not one of them people. I'm not going to give you. Listen, I'm going to give you homework.
The homework is fun. I used to go to couples counseling.
Okay, I like it.
And the homework is lovely.
Okay.
Because it's like learning each other.
Exactly. Whatever it is, you're learning yourself. That's the most important thing. So.
I feel you.
Okay, I'm going to just
take a little shot.
I need you to take one too.
Come on.
Okay.
I'll take one when you say some shit that hit me.
Okay, that was good.
All right, we can do that.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, Julian.
I'm reading your signs.
The cookie names?
Nah, cookie so good makes you want to lick the batter. That's
True.
dope. Yo, she gonna start treating me like a slow nigga.
What card came out? Okay, so
I'm sleeping on the couch tonight.
Yeah, listen, I don't know. Okay.
I live down the street.
I am going to say that, for the month, you really need to address where a lot of the patterns that you have in your relationship comes from what you've seen growing up. And for so long, you have normalized that, but it's not okay. And you really, I'm not going to lie to you. It's not okay. It's not, you need to address it, because in order to have the relationship that you ultimately desire deep down, and I feel like one that you're not admitting that you want, you need to address what you saw or what you experienced growing up, because subconsciously, we harbor those, emotions or feelings. For the general energy of the month, the death card came out. So that's not a physical death, but it is endings. There's a lot of things in your life that need to end, okay? Mm-hmm. Mindsets, maybe relationships, maybe how you viewed jobs, all right? You are holding on to things too tight, which is making everything a little bit more difficult. You've been knowing for a while that this cycle is up, okay? And there is new opportunities coming in, but you cannot receive these. It's almost like you're prolonging, like I said, delaying these blessings. They're coming to you. You're trying to give you these offerings, but you aren't doing the work. You're bypassing it, okay? The World card is the last card, in the Major Arcana. Really symbolizes, that it's the end of a cycle. You need to allow these karmic cycles in your life to end. They're not healthy. And a lot of them, like I said, stem from what you witnessed, okay? Also, with your money, okay? One, you're holding on to relationships too tight, okay? Relationships that you need to let go of. And also your money, you tend to have a very lack mindset. So what you need to do, yes, save a little, spend a little, but how you value money needs to change moving forward, okay? Money is not the end all be all. You also need to learn how to express your emotions. You weren't taught that growing up because most men weren't. All right, but this is a very big issue for you because you block out your emotions. It's not going to work for your future. You are very much so focused on your future and how you are now realizing how everything, whether or not you admit it or not, you are realizing that what you have done thus far, it might have worked, it might have gotten you by, but it's no longer working with where we are going as a collective. All right? So you need to address these issues because they're not healthy for you, okay? I'm not going to speak on any. If you want to, I can pull some cards about certain relationship things and we can get into that. But you need to address it. It's not healthy.
So, question: Could the death card, can that mean physical death too?
It could, but a lot of the times it just means it's not really. It just means the ends of things in your life that are no longer serving you, that you're holding on to and that you know that are no longer serving you, because you also got the World card, and that's the challenge. You're not ending this cycle so that new beginnings can come in. It's like you've been getting these signs for so long. Oh my gosh. And you have just been denying them. But you're not to blame. Nobody else is to blame because that is what has been normalized for you. Just like so many other people, especially, the masculine collective. All right. And as a collective, like I said, we are healing. We are opening up, especially men, to where they need to heal themselves based off of maybe what they experienced from seeing from their father, or the lack, the presence, the lack of having their father around, or just even not having that emotional vulnerability from their father. A lot of men in our generation do not know how to be emotionally they don't know how to connect emotionally with their partners. Mm-hmm. And they're not emotionally intelligent. They're rather emotionally immature, not necessarily meaning that they're throwing tantrums or they're acting impulsively, but that they don't know how to express their emotions, and it gets in their way a lot of the times. So you have a lot of offerings coming your way, but you can't even begin to accept them until you end these cycles. And I don't know what sign I wrote that for this week because I haven't put them out yet, but there was a lot of messages about really just being able to cut those ties and, kind of tie up loose ends and end those cycles so that you can then open yourself up to these new blessings that are coming. Because like I said, that's a whole another story. You're in your Saturn return. I was telling Malik earlier. So your Saturn return is essentially, where when Saturn comes back to the same place it was, when you were born, it's essentially give or take from the time you're 28 to 30. Saturn is ruled by Capricorn. It's, an authoritative planet. It really grounds you. It sits you down and says, if you're not in alignment with what you're supposed to be doing, which I spoke about, your life path, you are meant, there's a lot of things that you're meant to do. Mm-hmm. So you need to really address that. And Saturn has been making you sit your ass down and really slow down because you've been moving too fast. There's a lot of things that you need to realize and you need to address because they're not good for your well-being and what you ultimately want. Not what you're admitting you want, but what you ultimately want. Because everybody wants, you want something that's different than what you're being offered. Mm-hmm. And because you've been conditioned to this or you've normalized it, mm-hmm. Yeah, but I feel like you ultimately do want that family, that where you can, be stable in a sense, but still be living your dream and being able to act in your passion and walk in your purpose. Mm. You got to touch base on those things that you experienced in your childhood.
I get advice cards.
Mm-hmm. I can pull advice cards. So how you feel about that so far? Let's talk about this. Let's reflect on this shit.
It was deep. It was a lot of the things you said hit home. Like I said, I'm gonna sleep on the couch tonight.
I hope they don't hear that. Ooh. Okay, we just gonna go with this shit. All right. Say no, focus on success, claim your heart, and raise your vibration. So, one, raising your vibration because you need to move out of this lower vibrational energy. Holding on to things that are no longer serving you is not high vibrational energy. You're just holding on to dead weight in a sense, and that's because you're comfortable with it. So many of us settle in life because we're comfortable, all right? This is really the time, like I said, claiming your art. What makes you special? What do you bring to the table? And you already know, okay? Like I said, you're a life path 5. You are probably never going to work a 9 to 5 again, but you need to bring forth your art and really show the world. Your mind needs to be focused on your success, but then also healing yourself. Because like I said, if we're toxic in one area, then it essentially kind of overflows into other areas. And you need to learn to say no. That's one thing that you have not learned. You might say yes to a lot more things that you don't want to do. But right now you need to learn to say no. If your energy is not right, if you're not up to it, if it does not feel right, say no. And say yes to more things that you haven't tried in the past. Things that you wouldn't normally say yes to. But saying no is a big thing with loving yourself and being able to honor yourself and your boundaries. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it.
That's deep.
Amen. All right.
I think we could all take a shot.
Shit, okay. Listen, I'm about shit. I don't even know how many shots in.
How much time we at, Malik? 1 hour 20? Okay. Think we got time for a game?
I'm with this shit.
We could finish off with a game.
Okay.
We're going to take a shot first. Then we're going to finish off with a game.
And we're going to follow up because you're going to come. You better message me and we're going to follow up about this.
We can follow up.
And we're going to follow up because I'm all for, the masculine collective really working on themselves. Is it going to be Fuck, Marry,
Cancel or another game?
Fuck, Marry, Cancel.
Okay, let's do it. Oh, you just poured me the shot.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
What?
Just take it.
No, you can pour it in hers.
Okay, here. Because I'm like, listen.
I forgot. I was just being a gentleman,
I appreciate it. That. Thank you.
Guy.
Thank you.
Understanding.
Okay.
This
Y'all want
friend
some
over there
Ciroc?
looking crazy.
Ciroc, you want some? Oh,
She wants some Ciroc. She wants some.
So look, we're going to play a game.
Can somebody drop me home or can I? I'm about to Uber home, bitch.
Where you live at? Okay. Oh, dang. I'm not gonna lie. I live down the street, so
We about to play a
I'm gonna come
game.
visit you though. I like your little spot. I do.
Thank you, baby.
Yes.
Wait, I don't call my spot little.
Okay, well, I like your big spot.
Thank
I
you,
like
thank
your
you,
grand
thank
spot.
you.
Your
It's
spot, I
really
like
thank
it.
you.
We can take a
Okay, I
shot.
was using
I
that
know
word
it's a
loosely.
slang,
Yeah.
but I purposely said
No,
it.
I appreciate that because I'm gonna come get a V steam, okay? Because
Period.
listen, all right, I'm get my apple juice.
So yeah, so we're gonna play a game to end off the show called Fuck, Marry, Cancel. And since our guest is really into the whole zodiac things, it's gonna revolve around that. Me personally, I don't know about the signs and all that. So, but I know Adela is an expert, and I know Starr is very into it. So pretty much, I'm gonna give you 3 signs, and based off what you know, and you could list some things because I don't know nothing about these signs.
I gotta fuck, marry, cancel. And so,
Yeah, 3 hypothetical guys.
Why don't you let Adela give us both the signs?
I mean, but you're gonna have to brief me.
Yeah, so shit, I don't know. Let's just go give us a sign.
I'm gonna give y'all the sign. I'm gonna give
All
y'all two get the same.
Oh, but
sign.
then you get the signs too. We gonna
Y'all want to give me the same exact signs?
No, I
No,
don't.
we'll give you signs and you give us signs.
All right, so I'm gonna
Okay.
start off by giving y'all signs.
Okay.
Sign number 1. This is a hypothetical man. He is a Gemini.
Canceled.
You don't gotta say it yet.
Canceled. You don't gotta say nothing else.
Sign number 2. He is a Pisces.
Okay.
Fuck or marry, I would say that.
And then sign number 3. Let me see.
Sagittarius.
No, I'm not giving you what you want. Sign number 3 is a Capricorn.
Cancer. Capricorn men are boring. I'm a Capricorn.
A Gemini man, a Pisces man, and a Capricorn man. Who would you fuck? If you just had to choose, this is general as fuck, so it's not specific.
This is so hard for me because I've dated all 3.
Same.
I knew what I was doing.
How the fuck you didn't? No one knows the Pisces I did.
For sure, I would cancel the Capricorn.
I didn't even know Pisces was men too. I thought Pisces was just women, to be honest. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I don't know, maybe.
I ain't know niggas was born in March.
You leave Tiana alone.
I'm just saying, I didn't know niggas was. I didn't know
I'm
niggas.
drunk for this.
Lord.
You know niggas was born in March. I don't know niggas like that.
I love Pisces. My grandma a Pisces.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
like
They crazy as fuck.
My dad's a Pisces.
And they crazy as shit. They're like the people who come off calm and happy-go-lucky
Listen.
and will kill you. They're super psychotic. Oh my lord.
Listen, you ain't saying nothing but a word, okay? So,
But so are Geminis. It's so hard.
I don't know.
Who
I
you
don't
finna
know.
fuck, marry, and kill?
Listen, okay, so Pisces. Okay, based off of what I know from them. Okay.
You don't gotta put it to a person,
Oh, okay.
but just what you know off the sign in general. I feel like
marry a Pisces, fuck a Gemini. No, and maybe cancel a Capricorn. But then also, I might marry a Capricorn because they're stable, but they would be boring. Capricorn men are boring.
Nah, I don't agree.
you heard that right here. Look, I just
Listen,
got
Capricorn
men are boring.
Reason why
I'm a
Sorry.
Capricorn woman. It just does not.
Sorry,
it- you, and it might
Don't
work
edit
with
this
you
out,
because
man.
you're a Scorpio, so that might work.
Yeah, that's why it might work with me because I'm a
Because
Scorpio.
Capricorn men are boring.
What's your
So
sign again?
Capricorn.
Oh.
Yeah, so they boring. They're not like Capricorn women.
I don't feel like they have enough emotion for y'all.
No, we
I
need
think
some
that's
that
why.
we.
Because I'm so emotional, I don't need.
Yeah, because then it's just too unemotional as people. But
So you-
luckily for
so
me,
you-
I have a
so
Libra
you-
moon, so I'm emotional as fuck.
So you canceling the Capricorn?
I probably gonna marry a Pisces.
And fuck the Gemini. What about you, Star?
Gemini is canceled. Geminis are canceled.
I done had a.
No, y'all need too much goddamn space. Y'all too
Yes.
free-spirited. I'm not with none of that free spirit space shit. I know Julian finna say I'm toxic and
I don't like it
and
either. I'm not gonna
insecure and
lie.
all of this shit. I don't give a fuck. Geminis, y'all gotta go. Okay, y'all in the line with Aquariuses over there. Don't fuck with me. Now this is hard because I've dated a Pisces and a Capricorn. The sex with the Capricorn was pretty fire, but it's certain traits about a Capricorn that's too calm that I don't fuck with. And I've never had sex with the Pisces. I was a kid.
I never did either.
Pisces was like my bestie. And I'm sure the sex would have been...
So you gonna marry?
Pisces are emotional,
so
so being able to connect with them.
I don't know if I can marry a Pisces because they're as emotional as me. We're both water signs.
I might be able to marry a Gemini.
Flood out? Oh my God, this is so hard. And then if I do something bad, they're like fucking, they're weirdos. They're serial killers. You know what? I'm gonna say I'm gonna marry the Capricorn for stability. I'm gonna, because I like nice things. I like stability. And
but Capricorn men can be super cheap though too. They're very frugal with their money. So of course, you gonna come with your own money.
She don't like that.
But Capricorn men
that's
in
not
general,
her love language.
Capricorn men, just Capricorns in general, we only spend money on things that we want too, on things that benefit us.
And you want to know something? My guy best friend that was a Capricorn and my boyfriend that was a Capricorn, they enjoy spending money on the same things I like spending money on.
See, and that just happened to be it. But most of the time, so think about that too. Because I probably would maybe do the same thing for stability, but Capricorn men are known to be cheap.
I want the Capricorn and the Pisces as my husband.
Exactly. Well, maybe you could do a Capricorn sun and a Pisces moon, boo.
The thing is, the person I'm fucking is my husband. You get what I'm saying?
But what's his sign? We need to talk about
what I'm
Oh,
saying
shit.
He said marry, fuck, and cancel.
So if you're fucking, okay, I got it, because that's how I am. That's how I am too.
You're not gonna cheat this question.
That's how I am too. Let's get some different signs, okay? I answered.
I respect your answer.
All right, Gemini is canceled.
Yeah, we know that. What else?
Who I'm gonna marry, y'all? You know, I'm just gonna fuck the Pisces because they're emotional as fuck. I don't know if I could deal. And then I'm a marry the Capricorn.
That would make sense.
Cause Capricorn.
Who you was marrying again today?
I was marrying the Pisces. But I might marry the Gemini because I don't know. It just depends because it depends really on your moon sign.
Do you want to know why I can marry the Capricorn? It's because you guys are also very light. So I remember, like, if my Capricorn man was lying to me, you know how we was talking about this was back before iPhone had the location thing. I would pull up on him, but I'm the type to pull up on him and walk up to him and the girl like, hey, what's up? Because it's a joke to us. Like, it's like he know, like, Starr crazy. The relationship was never extremely... Maybe it was toxic, but it just wasn't.
I was going to say, because Capricorns are usually super fucking deep. Like, it's like, for us, you know what I'm saying? So...
I don't know if he was deep. He was a hoe.
Okay, well, listen, we need to cancel his ass anyway.
No, I would marry the Capricorn, cancel the Gemini, and fuck the Pisces.
Okay, we can rock with that.
I'm glad y'all had two different answers though, but not. Go ahead, y'all can throw them at me. But then y'all got to tell me like.
Okay, well, or you can just give us some other signs too. We can answer some other signs too.
I already have signs I want to give him.
Okay, so go ahead and give it to him.
You're gonna have to brief me on the signs.
Okay, Pisces. I don't think you need a briefing.
Yo.
I'm toxic. No, I'm shady, or what am I?
I don't know, but I'm just sitting here. So
okay.
Yo.
The next sign is a Cancer woman. A Cancer woman is extremely emotional. However, she's extremely laid back. A lot of things will slide. However, when she is ready, she's going to use her emotions to manipulate the situation. Because she feels like she lets everything slide. So when she wants what she wants what the fuck she wants. There's no going around what she wants. It's her way or the highway when she feels strongly. But usually she's very laid back. She's not a problem. Cancer women are not problematic. You don't have to worry about someone. They're actually going to avoid the problem because they are so emotional. Cool?
Okay.
Is that a good briefing?
Yep.
Great. Oh, Cancers are the mothers of the zodiac, correct? So
just like Capricorns are the fathers. So like.
Yeah.
So what does that mean?
True Cancer, she's very nurturing. Exactly. She's the type that feels best at home. You know what I'm saying?
You see, the fathers are the authoritative. Like me, you know, you have to think about it. Like a lot of Capricorn women are bosses, you know, different things like that.
And then the last time I'm gonna give you is an Aquarius.
I was gonna throw that out there. I'm glad you threw it out there because. All right, so where are we going with this?
So Pisces, Aquarius, and Cancer.
Where are we going with this?
Yo.
Do you need a briefing on Aquarius and Pisces or what?
Yeah, go ahead. The fans might need a briefing though. It's not so much
I don't know
me.
about the fans. I think maybe they can Google it.
Nah, I'm saying, go ahead, say it.
Okay, I think Pisces women are extremely over the top. They will, kind of pretend to have self-control, but they really lack it. They really have
Especially if they don't understand their emotions because they allow their emotions to harbor within them and then take over in a sense of like rage.
Yes, Pisces.
And Aquarius are detached.
Aquarius women are extremely detached and I think in a sense kind of fake because even when they feel, they pretend they're not feeling.
But that's because they're not comfortable with their emotions.
Exactly. So Pisces women, they're so comfortable in their emotions, they let the extremes happen. They feel like the extremes are nothing.
Impulsive.
Because they're so comfortable. Whereas Aquarius women, they're kind of fake because even when they feel something, they're gonna say, nah, it's good, it's fine. And they may not even later bring it up. But that's just Aquarius. You get what I'm saying? Aquarius women are not the nurturers like a Cancer of the zodiac. Aquarius women aren't.
So basically, she's telling you to marry the Cancer.
No,
I
I wasn't gonna cut you off, but off rip, I'm gonna marry the Cancer.
Okay.
Like the way.
But why would you?
You said the word nurturing, and
I think Pisces are extremely nurturing too, though.
I know, but the way you said it for Cancer,
because they're not problematic. Pisces are problematic.
Yeah, I don't really like problems. You feel me? So
I think niggas do like problems.
Really?
Why do y'all
niggas
play
low
sports?
key like problems?
Do?
Why do y'all play sports?
That's not a problem.
It's extremely aggressive and problematic.
Listen, I'm gonna marry the Cancer woman in this scenario.
Okay.
I'm gonna fuck the Aquarius woman, and I'm gonna have to kill the Pisces. But that's just
We didn't say kill. We said cancel.
Cancel. I'm
He
so
just
sorry. I'm so sorry.
Wow.
I'm drunk.
Tell us how you really feel.
I'm drunk.
Dang. Okay. Well, can we get another? We gonna take the heat off of you.
I'm gonna cancel.
Cancel the.
Give him your 3. He has another 3. 2 women, 2 against 1. Go.
You're gonna have to brief me on these again.
Shit. I don't know. I think that I was gonna go with the Aquarius too. I'm not gonna lie to you because I wanted to hear the
You
answer.
can give him Gemini.
Gemini, I would say
Aries.
Aries are very, passionate. They're fiery. They're very, very impulsive.
We're gonna start an argument.
Exactly. And I don't know how that works with your Leo nature. Okay. Sagittarius women.
Okay.
Okay, or Virgo women in a sense too. We can do Virgo
Hold
women.
on, so who's the first?
Okay, so
Aries?
let's do Aries women, Sagittarius women, and Virgo women.
So
Okay.
explain Sagittarius and Virgo women.
Okay, Sagittarius women are very much so like Sagittarius. Yes. Okay, so let's think Nicki Minaj. Okay. The Sagittarius women, and so they're very fun.
They're blunt as fuck.
Exactly. And they don't give a fuck about what you feel, like whatever.
But they think their bluntness is humor.
And they don't take themselves.
They're
They don't take themselves. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like they're not in tune with their emotions enough to take themselves seriously or how they feel seriously. They're not connected with that. The Aries is very, passionate, very fiery, impulsive, can be argumentative, but also, there's good qualities about Aries too. I don't know. I have to
Like
give and take.
what?
I don't know.
Nothing.
I don't know. I have to, my Aries friends, I love them, but I have to deal with them.
Got
And
no good qualities.
I love. Okay, listen. All right, and then Virgo women. I feel like Virgo and Sagittarius are the signs that you can automatically categorize based off of like, how you can read like a Sagittarius man and they're like, that's them. That's how Virgo women I feel like are. They're very.
I think Virgos are watered down Scorpios. What do you think? No?
I feel like watered down Capricorn in a sense. Like they have a lot of Capricorn traits mixed with
'Cause they're
Scorpios,
extremely ambitious.
but almost too ambitious
Too
to a
ambitious
fault.
because they're always nitpicking at you because they're very critical.
Yes.
Virgos are critical because they go so hard on themselves. So they find they're able to critique others, but they're super freaky like a Scorpio. But then again, they're also intuitive, but then again, they're also like passive aggressive, but aggressive. More aggressive than passive, but they're not gonna just fully come out like aggressive. A Scorpio might just fully come out aggressive. I feel like
Virgos are more so. They're behind the scenes with it.
They will. All right. If a Virgo does something bad to you, they're gonna try to
play the victim.
Perfect answer.
Just like Sagittarius, man. That's another topic for another day.
So it was, hold on. So the three was
Virgo, Aries, and Sagittarius women.
Just cancel the Aries. Oh my God.
I'm going to cancel the Aries.
I don't know.
I'm saying the way y'all describe it, I got to cancel it.
You might want to.
I'm going to marry the Sagittarius.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I'm
fucking Virgos is a good choice.
I don't know. I would have fucked the Sagittarius. Like, I'm just saying, for Sagittarius women, until they really work on themselves.
I don't know.
I would have chose a Virgo. They're more stable than he can because he's a Leo.
He can handle anything, bro. I believe in Julian to handle anything.
I appreciate that.
Is that a compliment?
We'll take it. I don't know.
Listen, you guys. I think today's episode. Are we done with the bottle? Because I feel done.
I feel done.
Nah, we're not done with the
I don't know, but you can drink. You can drink.
We could leave on a shot. I want to thank Adela for coming through.
Thank you for having me.
Let them know where to find you at one more time.
Okay, Divine Goddess on Instagram. The O is a 0 though, so make sure you get it right. Okay. Yeah.
Oh wait, you be writing the monthly shit,
girl. Yes. Okay.
That was in my group chat once.
Okay. Well, shit. I hope it was good. Okay.
Wow.
Listen.
Crazy.
Shots of Honesty on Twitter. Shots of Honesty on Instagram.
Okay, well.
Shots of Honesty on Facebook. Shotsofhonesty.com. Make sure you follow us. Repost our videos.
Yes.
Put your friend on. Put it in your group chat.
Make sure all my followers, follow them. Shots of Honesty. We thought it was shots of Hennessy at first. I was going to bring a bottle of Hennessy.
Do y'all want to know that lately, Julian, tell me if this has been happening to you. I've been going places and people are like, yeah, girl, I've been watching your podcast.
No, I ain't been going places.
I don't know, but people been recognizing me out. It's been crazy. I've been having to stay.
Why you don't go nowhere?
Appreciate y'all tuning in.
Okay. So we gonna deal with this shit.
I'm sleeping on the couch. It's raining. I just got my cards read to me.
Why are you sleeping on the couch?
How did they find out quick?
When I'm lonely, I just sleep on the couch.
Okay, well, you need to sleep in your bed, boo. This your bed.
My bed too big.
Okay. We gon'
has attachment issues.
And codependency. We gonna deal with that.
All right.
Come see me.
We gonna wrap it up. Appreciate you, Ricky, Des, audio team, video team, 2K Lifestyle,
Julian needs
shout out to Jasmine. My ride or die.
I don't like that.
I need what?
Nothing.
No, I need what? Say it again.
No, I don't got nothing to say, bro.
I'm gonna replay the audio.
Get me cased up. First of all, this is one of y'all too. I don't got time for this.
All right.
And I'm just.
We out. Hey, shout out, Watch Jazzy.